Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Welcome back to the morning show, Saturday, 5 minutes dead on, 5 minutes after the hour of 11 a.m. UK time, GMT time, whatever time it is. It's going to vary wherever you are in this fantastic world of ours. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. This one, see the numbers haven't quite inclined just yet. But yeah, we've got 3 segmented live news, breaking news coming here. Am I fired up? I'm fired up. I'm fired up. I can't wait to get in this one. Yeah, guys. Yeah, it's been a lot of talk. A lot of talk. Talk is cheap, they say. I don't want to see the talk. I want to see some action. I want to see some action. I've seen some comments in regards to certain movements. There's not been any movements. I want to see less talk and more action. Yeah, I said it. I said it. We're thinking, what is Alex talking about now? Yeah, this one, I've got to say this. It's more about. Yeah, listen. I'm not going to try and explain it. I'll see the other side of this music intro. Talk is cheap, man. Talk is. Yeah, yeah. Welcome back to Cannon for the channel. You kind of caught me. I was doing something else here. The channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Welcome to the morning show, Saturday morning, 6 minutes after the hour of 11 a.m. UK GMT time, Greenwich Mean Time. People think like everything emits from the center of the earth from England. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Anyway, guys, before I get into this one, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you can receive almost all the latest news right here and right now. Sorry, I'm just trying to do something else here. Can't multitask, Alex. You can't multitask. No matter how much you try. Anyway. So the first bit of news is in regards to Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka's Arsenal future is in doubt as player is not open to new contract talks. Granit Xhaka's future at Arsenal could be in doubt, with the Swiss midfielder yet to discuss terms on a new contract with the club. With the 28-year-old's deal set to expire in 2 years, the Guardian reports that the former Borussia Mönchengladbach, what a wonderful name for a club, Borussia Mönchengladbach, who was signed by Arsene Wenger in 2016, is in a similar situation to Bernd Leno at the club, with the duo both having contracts that's going to expire in 2023. Yet both players are not interested in sitting down and hashing out a new deal to remain at Arsenal. Oops, what have I done here? What have I done? What's happened here? Oh my goodness. Someone's just been. Oh, sorry. Get rid of this. Sorry, guys. What have I done here? Anyway, so yeah, just going on for that. The squad again. I've seen so much talk about players allegedly leaving. Again, I won't believe it until I see it with my own eyes. Arsenal are set for a squad overhaul, the size of which hasn't been seen in years, with the same Guardian report stating that as many as 5 first-team names are in contention to depart the Emirates Stadium in the summer, with the likes of Hector Bellerin, David Luiz, I'll get to him in a moment, and a host of loan and fringe players up for transfers. In regards to Granit Xhaka, I'm really surprised, after what he did 2 seasons ago, the armband, the shirt, he remains at Arsenal. And when he's been mentioned as one of the best midfielders at Arsenal, you know how far we have fallen there. He's not going to take us much further. And in actual fact, I don't have his stats, but he has regressed. He's regressed. But you can't use Granit Xhaka as a benchmark, to say, all right, okay, from him upwards, this is how we're going to go forwards. So far, it's been him downwards, if you understand what I mean. He's not going to take us to the next level. And there's talk about where he has not come to the table to discuss, an extension. Again, for me, it's just paper talk. It's just paper talk. I'm sure at some stage he will sit down with the club. Ideally, I'll prefer the club to be proactive and say, you know what, we are making the decision not to extend your contract, or we are looking to sell you in the summer transfer window. But Arsenal, the the way they do the business, the acumen, the lack of business acumen has got us into this state where we've got players, who do whatever they want to do, actually say whatever they want to say, and yet they still play for Arsenal. The culture at Arsenal has to change. But in regards to Granit Xhaka, again, so excuse me a second. With Granit Xhaka, the end has to be nigh. It has to come to an end. But I'm hoping for Arsenal to be the one to be proactive and say, we're looking to go in a different direction. Granit Xhaka, thank you for your services, but we're going to cash in on you. Whatever we get for you will be a plus. I think he's age 28, like the report said there. But the way we go about our business, the club has to be proactive, not reactive. 2 years left on his contract. Let's just sell him. But Leno, if he's unsure, let Arsenal make the decision. Be proactive and say, okay, well, we're going to make the decision that we're not going to have you. We're not going to have you in the club. We want other players to come in, freshen things up. But Arsenal are in such a mess at the moment. The second news, something to kind of remind myself, is in regards to this person there, David Luiz. Again, the reports are it's about players leaving. David Luiz, defender, will leave Arsenal at the end of the season. David Luiz has been at the Emirates for the last 2 seasons. He previously had 2 stints with Chelsea, where he won the Premier League, the Champions League, 2 FA Cups, and the Europa League titles. You remember? The 34-year-old Brazilian international was also a title winner with France club PSG. The experienced defender is set to leave at the end of the season. It appears an amicable meeting between Luiz and Arsenal took place on Friday, yesterday, where it was decided that he would leave when his contract expires in July. The 34-year-old has been with the London club, Arsenal, for the last 2 seasons, having signed from Chelsea in the summer of 2019. Again, I have to wait and see. I know there has been, it's from a reliable source, by the way. It's from a reliable source. So what can I say? The so-called Brazilian Brotherhood is about to be broken up. Willian, there has been some link with him but linked with MLS club. The news has gone dead. It's gone stone cold quiet. So that is another player that ideally I would like to see leaving. So yeah, 2. Granit Xhaka, David Luiz, age 34. Again, if we're relying on these players to be the benchmark to take Arsenal forward, we're on a road to nowhere. We're on a road to nowhere. These players are not the kind of players, the profile players that we need at Arsenal. Ex-Chelsea player, the wrong side of 30. No, sorry, absolutely sorry. No. And the last bit, I want to talk about was in regards to actually a managerial position here. I didn't want to read too much into it, but I'll just say that Brendan Rodgers has been told the reason why he should not consider either Arsenal or Tottenham of the year, because Tottenham remain on the hunt for a new manager and are keen on Leicester City's boss Brendan Rodgers, who has also previously been linked with Arsenal in the past. Former Chelsea and Liverpool midfielder Joe Cole has warned Leicester City boss Brendan Rodgers that he should not consider joining either Arsenal or Tottenham. Now, I didn't want to go too much into detail about this because I didn't want to feed into the fire or flames. I didn't want to jump onto the bandwagon to try and give people the perception or idea that I'm Arteta out. I'm not Arteta out. Neither am I Arteta in. I'm Arsenal all the way. All the way. So Joko, he's entitled to his opinion. Again, I didn't want to go into greater depth. He just said that he's just coming to give me his thoughts. What are his thoughts? I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less, really. But Brendan Rodgers is a really good manager. And when he left Liverpool, he was kicked, he was sacked, and he went to manage Celtic. I just got the impression he's come back to the Premier League because he's got unfinished business to tie up. Leicester City, a wonderful club. They do business the right way, the way that Arsenal themselves should be doing things. But yeah, I'm not gonna feed into the idea or the thought processing about what Arsenal should be doing and going after Brendan Rodgers. No, no, I'm neither Arteta in and I'm not Arteta out. I think, did I have one more segment? No, that was it. That was just the three bits of segments right there and right now. Just looking through when I've got a cat trying to do a little bit of a business there, just looking through the window there. Sorry, a little bit distracted. Yeah, so those have been the segments of this morning. Three segments in news there. Movement, movement. There's not any movement. There's no movement. I have said it's going to be maximum three players. We're going to have to wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's go to the live chat and see who has joined me on this one. Des, seen this cat. It says morning night. So the clear out starts. No, it hasn't started yet. It's just all paper talk. I haven't seen anything concrete to lead me to think otherwise, Des. I'm sorry. It might sound harsh, but it's business at the end of the day. I haven't seen any movements. It's just, for me, it's just paper talk. Only paper talk. In the Shaka Arteta picture, Shaka is signing, singing heads, shoulders, and knees, and shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. And it says, good morning. My lineup for the next season is a 4-2-3-1. Leno, Tierney, Saliba, Gabriel, Hakimi, Bissouma, Partey, Saka, Smith Rowe, Pepe, Musa Dembele, or Laka or Alba. Okay, it's your opinion. It's your opinion. But I'm just thinking, yeah, it's just paper talk. Paper talk. I haven't seen nothing of concrete yet. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. Who else is there? Who else? Nobody else in the live chat. What's going on, people? It's quite slow this morning. Big up Joe Willock again last night. When I saw, because I got like news flashes on Google, so it was 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, and 4-3. I think, you know what? Let me have a look and see who scored. I said that Joe Willock scored again, man. Joe Willock. Let me see if I can pull up his picture again. Joe Willock scored again. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Taking time to load up. I have decided. Yeah, well done, Joe Willock, man. And listen. He might have fluffed his line on the penalty. His lines on the penalty, but on the rebound, he hit it home. So Joe Willock, well done, young'un. Well done. And don't come back to Arsenal. Was that 6 goals in maybe 12 appearances? I think 6 goals in 12 appearances. Wow. Wow, that's all I've got to say. Patrick Kennedy says, good morning, Alex. Do you think Arteta will try to replace Luiz? Personally, I don't rate him, but he had been our best CB. There was some talk about Arteta looking at some replacements, but again, for me, it's just paper talk. It's just paper talk. I didn't really rate him, but again, Patrick, I've said with Xhaka and David Luiz, if you're using them as a benchmark going forward, and you're saying these players have been the best defenders, they've been the best midfielders at Arsenal over the last, I say, season. We haven't improved. We've regressed. Overall, we have regressed. Where are we now? 9th place, 8th place? I don't even know where we are. Maybe 7th place. You can't use these players as a benchmark. No. Great video by Gunnar Matters last night. Well done, Glenn, my brother. Yeah. The easy talk alternative was covered quite well by Glenn last night, man. Yeah, I actually did send him congratulations to him yesterday and also this morning. He did some really good stuff, really good content. Actually, when he's speaking about the legends, when I'm thinking about legends, I think over the last 15, 20 years, who's been the legends? I couldn't really put a name on any of the players. When I think about legends, it's all been about the players who part of the Invincibles. And Gunnar Matter said, well, so who can we look at now after the Invincibles and say, like, these were legends? And all the players that he mentioned there, our ex number 10, RVP, even Joe, can you call them legends by the way that they left Arsenal? The one player who I'd say is probably the best player who played at the Emirates was Alexis Sanchez. Can I call him a legend? Possibly not by the way that he left. I can only mention one player. But I tell you what, good amount. You hit so many nails on the head last night. I was thinking, wow, my goodness, yeah, man. But yeah, as a easy talk alternative, that was really good last night. I really, really enjoyed that. I mean, I was trying to, I was concentrating on other projects as well as spending time with my wife. I tried to chip in the live chat. I thought, wow, this is really, really interesting. But good amount of thank you guys. Thank you very much indeed for that. Do you think that Willock will get a call from Southgate? I mean, he called Nathan Miles last year, and he wants players that are in form. I can only hope that Southgate calls him, but I don't think he will, because in the England setup they've got enough midfielders, and you can't. I know Southgate tries to look at players who are in form. There's no doubt Willock he is in form. 6 goals, I think, in 12 starts. That is a 50%, man. You can't argue with that. So I would like him to, have some sense of an international career. But I think for that to happen and for him to solidify a position, he has to stay at Newcastle. It pains me to say that. The youngster came at Arsenal age 7. Age 7. Spent more than a decade at Arsenal, and like he's been loaned out, and he's having the best period of his career to date. Joe Willock, don't come back to Arsenal. Arsenal, if you're astute enough, if you can learn from your mistakes, look at Joe Willock's situation and cash in on him as soon as possible. But in regards to Southgate, I hope that Southgate looks at this player and thinks, he could be an alternative going forward, looking at all the midfielders he has in England. I couldn't tell you who they are because I don't really follow England that much anyway these days. But yeah, well done to Joe Willock, man. Well done. Thinking, whoa, let me look at who scored. Joe Willock scored again. Arsenal aren't going to make a single big signing. It will be young, hungry players with potential sell on these. I kind of agree with you as well. I agree with you. It won't be big, major signings. Fabregas was an Emirates legend. He left to go to the best club side I've seen. I wanted to come back. He did actually. Yeah, you're right. People don't get it twisted. Actually, Arsene Wenger was given the option to get back Fabregas, and he refused it. And where did Fabregas go to? He went to Chelsea, didn't he? Went to Chelsea. Can you call Fabregas a legend? Can you call Fabregas a legend? Hmm. Santi Cazorla was close to a legend with Sanchez for me. There's no doubt in that period, it wasn't so much to what our ex number 10 did. It was more of what Sanchez did, because Sanchez could make something out of nothing. Yeah, Santi Cazorla, good shout there. Really good shout. But I'm thinking, I love Alexis Sanchez. I loved him to bits, man. But a little bit tarnished by the way he left Arsenal, and possibly he didn't trust Arsene Wenger with his career. All the while, he's probably thinking, right, Arsene, who else are you going to buy? Which other players are you going to buy to take us to the next level? And it never really materialized. I mean, check. The Assemble says, morning nights, you can't call these players legends because of the way they have left Arsenal. It is possible Arsenal weren't respectful to the players also. But if I look at the Sanchez situation, I will probably agree with you to a certain extent, because again, the reports I remember at the time, and the noise was he was hoping and waiting that Arsene Wenger would bring another headline player or players, and he was with our ex number 10, the O man, and it wasn't because of what the O man did; it was what Sanchez was doing. Why they had like the great season there. Was it 2016-17? And then yeah. But I do miss Sanchez. We need those kind of players, the players who are willing to fight and just eke out something from nothing. But was the club disrespectful to those players? RVP, Cole. Hmm. Nelson had the same potential with Sancho before 3 years, and now the dump. Keep it respectful. Keep it respectful. Arteta prefers William over him. I've got to do some homework. I've got to try and eke out and find out what's happened to Reece Nelson. The one player, or one of the, there's this different kinds of players. I still haven't finished reading the Unai Emery biography, El Maestro, where him and his brother are saying that listen, because they've travelled, he's managed different clubs. They've seen different types of players, the characteristics, the arrogant one, the lazy one, the one who lacks confidence, the one who will go out and fight for everything. And with Reece Nelson, he's the kind of player I can see. He's a player who doesn't have real belief in himself, and he's a player who needs an arm put around and say, look, you're a good player, but it doesn't work. It won't work if he doesn't feature. If you don't play him, you'll damage his confidence. But I would love to see Reece Nelson play before Willian. Why did we get Willian? We didn't need to have Willian. We've got Reece Nelson. Jack Wilshere is a legend of Arsenal because he stayed at Arsenal and played for the Bats. Yeah, then I can say yeah, but tarnished with not how he left, but with his injuries. His injuries, man. I remember working with somebody in a school in North London, and they told me that they were closely linked with Jack Wilshere because they knew someone who knew it, but they used to socialize quite a lot. And somebody else said to me, "Give Wilshere at least 3 years, and he will be out. He would no longer be an England international." I was thinking, "What are you talking about, man? He's a good player." But 3 years after that time, I was thinking, well, he got injured, and Unai Emery came in and said, "You know what? Your chances are going to be limited at Arsenal. So you can either stay at Arsenal or you can choose to go." And he left Arsenal, got injured, went to West Ham, was injured. He's playing for Bournemouth now, I believe, still playing for Bournemouth. But yeah, man, a footballer's career can be just finished just like that. I remember speaking to LTL, the original Godfather, about Super Mac, yeah, McDonald, retired at the age of 29 because of an injury he sustained, a knee injury, and he never recovered. Jack Wilshere, I could say, yeah, he was a legend. Didn't leave under suspicious circumstances because, yeah, Unai Emery said, you know what, going forward, your options or options to play in the first team are going to be limited. They'll be limited. I can understand how Sanchez felt about Wenger because it was the start of the Wenger decline. I think it declined probably a little bit before that, but yeah, yeah. I don't think he trusts Arsene Wenger to make the big headline signings. He's thinking, right, I'm doing my best, but I need the help. I need to see the quality of players coming in, and it never happened. It never happened. Hey, my brother's in the house. Watch out. Watch out what you say. How do we measure the status of a legend in terms of cups or league or European success? Not sure. Also, disrespect to RVP. We stood by him for years while he struggled with injuries, and that lawsuit earlier in his career. I remember I did mention that the lawsuits. I'm not going to talk about it, but yeah, we stood by him when he got injured. And again, another squad I worked in. The security guy was an Arsenal fan. Um, who else? There was a few Arsenal supporters, and we were saying, "Look at RVP, he's leaving." After we stood by him, all the injuries, and like I said, the lawsuit as well, only for him to go to where? To one of our major rivals. But the thing is, RVP, you got to think, didn't win the Premier League with Arsenal. He won it with Man United. So surely by that, he was right. He was never going to win the Premier League with Arsenal. Morning, Gooners, and hope you're all says Gooner Matters. David Luiz, cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Good morning, my friend. Says most of the players were asking what the club's investment and ambitions were. They were all made out to be greedy, but up to this day, we're still asking the same questions. Some things never change. The more things change, the more they stay the same, man. Jack was great, but he was a sick note story. I'm sorry. Jack says, who would you want in the summer? Nobody. I don't want any new signs at Arsenal. Period. I'm sorry. And I've given this message consistently. Stability. No new players coming to Arsenal. The first step going forward has to be getting rid of players we have. I don't want any new players coming to Arsenal. Use the players we have coming through the academy. I've said it so many times. No players coming in the summer. In my opinion, Riziki is a big legend of Arsenal too. I love Riziki, man. The maestro, the little maestro, man. Yeah, yes. Riziki could have been a legend, but for injuries, yeah. Riziki, man. There's these players, Alexander Kleb as well. So let's just kind of do like a quick review of the news of today in regards to this gentleman here on the left, Granit Xhaka. Yeah, that woke you up, didn't it? The player on the left. Granit Xhaka's Arsenal future in doubt as player is not open to new contract talks. Granit Xhaka, it appears, the future Arsenal could be in doubt with the Swiss midfielder yet to discuss terms on a new contract with the club. The 28-year-old's deal is set to expire in 2 years' time. The Guardian report that the former Borussia Mönchengladbach captain, who was signed by Arsenal in Wenger 2016, is in a similar situation to Bert Leno. They both can go, man. They both can go. Got no qualms, man. No qualms at all. We also spoke about who is leaving. You're allegedly you're leaving. David Luiz has been at the Emirates for the last 2 seasons. He previously had 2 stints with Chelsea, where he won the Premier League, Champions League, 2 FA Cups, European League. Remember titles? Yeah, 34-year-old international was also a title winner with France, the French team PSG. Yes, well, apparently, allegedly, he's leaving Arsenal at the end of the season when his contract expires in July. Apparently, there was a meeting with himself, his representatives, and the club, and they've come to an agreement that he's going to be leaving in July. And the last bit of news I want to talk about was Brendan Rodgers. Apparently, he's been told by Joe Cole, don't consider managing either Tottenham or Arsenal. Yeah, former Chelsea and Liverpool midfielder Joe Cole has warned Leicester City boss Brendan Rodgers that he should not consider joining either Arsenal or Tottenham Hotspurs. I said to myself, you know what, self? So what, self? I said, you know what? Let's not feed into, but Arteta out. What do you think about it, self? Yeah, you're right, Alex. I'm not going to feed into the fire of flames about Arteta out, by going into the details about Joe Cole saying about, Brendan Rodgers. Don't come to, nah, that is it. Let's go back into the live chat, possibly for the last time, methinks. There says David Luiz, it's been an experience, one we could have done without. I agree with that. Arsenal was a great player. He was a good player. A legend? No, not a legend. Not for me. Bro, we can't play only with our academy players. We need to sign Premier League level players that they are in their prime. Why do we have to buy Premier League players? Why do we have to go? Why can't we not buy players in the Championship? Young, hungry players in the Premier League who are there, who will expect a certain amount of wages. Why can't we go in the Championship and look for players there? Why can't we source players there? Why can't we not rely on the players in the academy? Would we have done any worse if we had the likes of Reece Nelson, Miguel Aziz, Balogun, Cottrell, Mark McGuinness, Zach Medley? Would we have done any worse in the season? I don't think so. Has to be the first step is to clear out the rubbish, clear out all the players who have failed Mikel Arteta, Freddie Ljungberg, Unai Emery, Arsene Wenger towards the end of his reign. Get rid of all these players. There can be no sentiments. Sentiments? The only sentiment I have is for Arsenal Football Club. I want the best for Arsenal Football Club. Players come, players go. No room for sentiments. No room at all for sentiments. Has to be getting rid of all the players who have failed us season in, season out. This manager, that manager, this coach. Clear them out. It's time for the youngsters. And you're saying about going for the sign Premier League. Look, why can't we go in the Championship? There's a documentary, a short documentary about Jamie Vardy. His rise from the lower leagues all the way up to the top. Look at the documentary 89. Look at the documentary 89. George Graham. How he sourced the players. Lower league players, young players he could see fitting in to his team there. And he used the players from the academy. Your Rocastles, your Adamses, your Thomases. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. It worked for him then, it can work for us now. We don't have to go into the Premier League. We don't have to go across Europe looking for the best, shiniest thing. We don't have to go to the Premier League. Arteta, do your homework, learn. As Collingwood says, learn the lesson. Source out, seek out youngsters, young, hungry players who are not thinking about the pound size, the dollar signs. They're only thinking about, I want to play for Arsenal. I'll do my best. I'll give 101%. The positive attitude of a player, the right mentality, the fight should come above anything else. Forget about the skill set. I can take on 10 players. I can do 20 keepy-uppies. Doesn't have to be a Premier League. Look at 89. The lesson is there for a reason there. If it ain't broke, my friend, don't try to fix it. Good shout. There's a very talented player, a bit like Alex. Yeah, Alexander Kleb. I said that. Yeah. Oops. Oh. Do you prefer Leno or Chesney? That's a difficult one, isn't it? I'll get back to you on that one. Let me get back to you on that one. Alex, you need to help the white coats. What? You need help. The white coats. Behave yourself. White coats. Oh, let me out of here. Get me out of here. I don't think Rodgers is the man for Arsenal. Jack Wilshere was a fabulous player. A look at his goal against the Norwich just wasn't protected enough. Yeah, but also as well, I don't think he cemented his. What was his position? Was he like playing in a diamond formation, the bottom of the diamond, or a little bit further up? I don't think his best position was kind of realised at Arsenal. Is Laka leaving you boys? I don't think so, Ravi. I don't think so. I think he's going to be staying at Arsenal. I see some people commenting about, oh, we should sell him again. We've been linked to Edouard for the longest time, the Celtic striker. Yeah, I think he will stay. I think he will stay at Arsenal for a while. Where can I watch 89, Alex? Well, what I'll do, Des, I'll send you the link. Doesn't require sign up to a Netflix. I'll send you the link after I've done and dust on this one. I see the latest videos, latest movies, the latest Netflix. But I'll send the link where we download and we watch all the latest movies that are released. You don't have to spend a penny. But yeah, when I look at that, what I'm amazed at, Des, is the pace of the game. The pace of the game. Arsenal playing against Liverpool at Anfield. I'm thinking the pace, they play so quickly. And people always say, oh, but you know what? I don't want to see our attackers defending. You look at the 18 and how all the players defending, all of them defending and attacking in equal measures. All of them. I'm thinking, 89? I mean, my son was born December 89. All right. But I'm thinking, that's a long while ago. But look how George Graham set up the players. The beginning where he's saying the construction of the defenders and all the players, you know, Lee Dixon, £350,000 from Stoke, Steve Bold from Stoke, Alan Smith from Leicester City. All these players are how he went for and sourced out these players. We don't have to look in the Premier League. Look for hungry players in the lower leagues. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it, man. But Des, I will send you the link once I've done and dusted, so you can also enjoy 89. When I look at the 89 document, I'm thinking, wow, man. Wow, George Graham. I put him above Arsene Wenger. My goodness. Someone like Tierney. Yes. Yes. Bradley Dack. I've not heard of him. Adam Armstrong. 89 was the blueprint for a successful team, but we still haven't learned the lesson. Haven't learned the lesson. We're trying to invent the wheel. The wheel is the wheel. The wheel is there for a reason. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Yeah, just look at the blueprint, as my brother says there. And again, when I look at the way we just kicked off and just the pace of the game, I mean, if we play like that, we will blow away so many teams by the pace, the understanding. And, you know, even Nigel Winterburn, who I had the opportunity to interview, not on Canal 4 TV, on another podcast. I was invited on another podcast to interview him, ask him a question. In the documentary, he says, what George Graham did with us, the routine or training without a ball, doing the one-on-ones, the two-on-ones, no player would be doing that now. I was thinking, you're right, Nigel. But again, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. But the documentary, whenever I go back and look at it, I think, oh my goodness. George Graham didn't suffer fools gladly. Michael Thomas says, you know what, George Graham, he didn't care whether you liked him or not. It was he liked the coming together of all the players. But, well, Arteta, learn, man. Stevie says, keep lacquer. Wenger molded Wiltshire in defensive midfielder. Yeah, but I don't think it was his best. Should have been an attacking midfielder. We have to sign Arshavin's son. He has so much goals at Barcelona. And oh, yeah, okay. And he says that. Well, our investments have been mostly injured-prone players. How can you develop a squad when the key games come along and the players we need are injured? They assembled. I I love Kieran Tierney. I love the player, man. Possibly a captain in the making. No good to us. No good to us if he's always been on the physio's bench, on the table. I love him. I love his positivity. I like how he, always going forward with the ball and scored a few important goals for us. But he's no use to us if he's always injured. He had that little bit of history when he played for Celtic of being injury prone. Why did we not pick up on that? Why did we not pick up on that? We're buying players, like you say there, who have a history of being injured. We're buying players who have a history of being troublemakers. We're not doing our homework. We don't do our due diligence. Dak is a central attacking midfielder from Blackburn, and Armstrong is a striker from Blackburn. Right, so I've got my homework to do. AFC Steve, thank you for that. But again, we don't have to look in the Premier League. We don't need to look in the Premier League. Let's look in the Championship. Unfortunately, the fan base will think, oh, who's this player? He's not worthy of playing for Arsenal. He's not worthy because he doesn't play in Europe, doesn't play for Barcelona, doesn't play for Real Madrid, doesn't play for Atletico Madrid, doesn't play for Borussia, all those clubs there in Europe. No, he's no good. Doesn't matter. It does and should not matter. Let's look in the Championship. Look in the Championship. Armstrong ripped up the Championship. Right, so I need to go and do my research and my homework. Thank you for that, AFC Stevie. Thank you. Unfortunately, the likes of George Graham wouldn't last in today's game. Modern players, too soft mentality. Can you see the likes of George or Fergie high-fiving, hugging players after every game? Patrick, I saw what happened with Jurgen Klopp and Mane, innit? Jurgen Klopp went to give Mane a high five, and Mane said, no. Thinking, oh my goodness. But he said, if you saw his interview in Sky Sport, he said, for me, I'm not going to make it into something that it's not. The media would love to feed into that. But for me, you got one person or people who give you high fives 1,000 times. And that one time they don't give me a high five. So what? So what? I think, oh, God, man. God damn. There's also a documentary, I believe, coming out of Alex Fergie. They did like a short segment on TV yesterday. And they asked him, could you see yourself managing modern players now? He said, of course I could. Of course I would. Again, you have to be at a club that will believe in you, give you time to nurture players and bring in your own players. It can be done. Look at Leicester City. Look at Leicester City. I mean, Ollie at the Will, Man United, they've given him time. Or where is he? He's in the final, isn't he? Europa League final. So it works if the club can believe in the manager and give the manager time. But yeah, I disagree with Patrick. I think Fergie and George, they wouldn't be giving players hugs and high fives, but they would have a place in the modern day football of these players. You're right, players are too soft. Players are too soft. Not all of them. Look at the Burnley players. They're tough as old boots, man. Tough as old. I don't like the style of football, but it shows that there's still tough players to be sought out. The way that we're bringing players is still not right, man. But you're looking for tough players. Burnley has shown there's still tough players to be had. We need to do our homework. We may have to get Tierney to eat some rice chicken and dumplings to beef him up. But Ralph, man, bro, have you not seen the guy's thighs? I'm thinking, wow, flipping hell, man. I wish I had like thighs like that, man. I'm thinking, yeah. But again, it goes to doing our homework. Do your homework. Check out the history of the players. Have they been troublemakers? Do they come with a history of being injured, etc., etc., etc.? We don't need those kind of players there. I love Tierney. Don't get me wrong, but he came with a history of being injured, injury prone. And he's been injured at more than 4 or 5 occasions. No use to us. He's no use to us. Good morning, everyone, says Russ. Russ, good morning to you, my friend. I hope you're well. 28 goals, 5 assists for Armstrong in the... Wow, my goodness. Wow. You know what, FC Stevie? Maybe you could be a scout for Arsenal. Why not? You could be a scout for Arsenal, man. I need to do my homework, actually. I need to do my homework. Hi, Alex. What do you think of Sanderberg as a Xhaka replacement? I featured Sanderberg, Sheffield player, a couple of months ago, and I said it wouldn't happen. But would it be an upgrade for Xhaka? Possibly. Possibly. I mean, they've been relegated, so again, we don't want to be throwing excess amount of money to our player. You know, possibly. Again, I did do a video on Sanderberg a couple of times, like a couple of months ago. But yeah, why not? I think anything has to be better than Granit Xhaka. Anything has to be better than Granit. For me, Granit Xhaka has regressed. He's regressed. But the thing is, Dak is very injury prone. Well, then we don't need him. We don't want him. We don't want him. Sorry. Brothers grit their teeth and fight scratch to stay in the league. And although the players might be limited in their skill set, I'm looking at the first thing has to be: Are you willing to fight for the cause? Like you said, are you willing to fight tooth and nail? Come with that mindset first, and then everything else can take care of itself. These players, they're tough as old boots, man. Our players are softies. Softies. I like David Luiz, but yes, we have enough selection headaches in the centre of defence. Yeah, it's time for him to go. How do? Ralph, aka Razor Raz. Razor Raz. I like Championship, so I know good players. Well, then, you know what, Stevie? If you can do me a favour, if you can send me a list of players, send me an email. Let me quickly put it up. If you would like to, you don't have to, but send me a group of maybe 5 maximum players that you would like to see play for Arsenal, and I will research them and I'll do like a special segment, like I used to do in the back in the day, actually last year, actually. Fueled by the subscribers, they would tell me which players they would like to play at Arsenal. I will research them, do a special feature, mention your name there. So if you are interested, Stevie, AFC Stevie, send me an email, Arsenal Republic One. I'll research these players and I'll do like a special segment in addition to what I did last year. I've got some homework to do. Got some homework to do. Sean Dyche, a very underrated manager, gets every player to fight for every ball. Yeah, man. Every ball. If it's a 50-50 ball, they're thinking, I'm going to win the ball. It's not so much about the players that are too soft. The archetype kind of players that we saw back in the day. These players still exist today. Not all players are the same, but it means that we have to go out and do our homework. Do our homework. Seek out these players who are going to fight for the badge. Again, Steve Bold, Lee Dixon, all those players, they play for the lower leagues. So, Stoke, £350,000. That guy's name, I can't remember his name now. Played for Colchester. Oh, what's his name again? George Graham bought him for £50,000. Oh, what's his name? I forgot his name now. But anyway, he features in the 89 documentary. Doesn't have to be players in the Premier League. Why can't we look at the Championship? Look at the Championship. Okay, I will try. Thank you for that. That'd be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Only 3 players I would sign this season would be Basuma, Grealish, and Hakimi. Grealish, how much do you think Grealish will cost us, Andy? Upwards of £90 million. His team survived last season, Aston Villa. They are going to be in the Premier League next season. How much do you think Aston Villa would want to sell one of their crown jewels? I'm thinking 70 minimum, £70 million minimum for Jack Grealish. Basuma, minimum 50 million. Who's the other player? Hakimi. Achraf Hakimi. How much do you think it's going to cost? When I featured them twice, £43 million for 3 players. In total, we're talking about almost 160 million. Do Arsenal have that kind of money? If we were to sell the players that we've got, That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, man. I believe in development, and why do we have an academy if it's for development? Our grassroots are doing well. Why can't we just snub them? Snub them, sub them. Go. Good morning, my friend. Hello. I think a softness comes from the coach. Lanyards, Chelsea. Lanyards. Chelsea could be said to be soft, but merely looking at his eyes on the touchline, no one dared to be sloppy. Sean Dykes only has 300 quid transfer budget, as well as so he does well. Hello, it's Cronky. Listen, behave yourself. Behave yourself. Don Arsenal. Behave yourself. 80 million. 80 millions. What? Those three players? No. 80 million for Basuma, Hakimi, and Grealish? Or you mean just for Jack Grealish? Jack Grealish, 80 million pounds. I'm telling you. Would rather Auba, William, Holding, and Bellerin leave than Luiz. Really? No, all of them. They can all leave. They can all, again, no time for sentiments. No time for sentiments. Bro, come on. We spent 80 million on Pepe. A flop, in my opinion. No, we spent 72 million pounds on him. 72 million pounds. Yeah. And Walid, good morning. No one can stop them. They are power and glory. Still, they have time. 80 million is only. Yeah. That's what I said. Yeah, but you mentioned Grealish, Bissouma, and Hakimi. In total, how much do you think all those three players are going to cost? Do the maths, my brother. Do the maths. You meant Lampard. Okay, I meant Lampard's Chelsea was sloppy. No one dares stopping us with. My goodness. Oh, dearie me, man. God dear. Alrighty. I'm going to take a quick pause for the course. Quick pause. Just show this video where we talk about our membership scheme. You too can become a member if you would only just press the join button, which is adjacent to, around the corner from, above or below the subscribe button. It says the letters JOIN. Have a look at the video. See you on the other side. Hi, and welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Well, this is a special video introducing our new membership scheme. Membership scheme, I hear you say? Yes, YouTube have allowed all content creators to have a membership scheme, and it's open to all our subscribers. Let me just get one thing straight right about now. All the content that you've been seeing for the last 2.5 years will remain to be free. So that's the Voice of Reason, that is the live shows, the broadcasts, the easy talks, all those content there is going to remain to be free. Okay, so I've got it off my chest. With the membership scheme, you get certain perks. With those perks, you'll get to see behind the scenes footage that probably nobody's seen before. Maybe, I'm not sure if you want to see. You also get early release of certain videos. And of course, with the player profile videos, where you ask us to do a video on a specific player, we'll give you a shout out, we'll mention you, and that'll be literally earmarked as if it was a present from us to you. With those formats there and the perks, they will come with a small price to be paid for the month. So with the lower level, which is going to be a bronze cannon, you'll get the shout out in the live chats, and also with the chat, if you are a member, it will go right to the top of the page that we must and we will mention you. And you also get like a free emoji and GIF with that as well. With the silver cannon, again, you'll get all behind the scenes footage, all the bloopers, all the things that we've tried to keep away from you. But yeah, there'll be a small price to be paid for that. That's roughly standing at £4.99. It will vary from country to country. So wherever you're on the way, there'll be a slight difference in that. And like I said, we're trying to maintain the future of Cannon Fodder TV across the whole platform. So by all means, you know, we would love you to be a part of the membership scheme there. There are going to be perks, including discounts for all the merchandise currently running on Canon 4 TV. So that is the reason why we're doing the membership scheme. Again, you don't have to join it. All the content I'm going to repeat will remain to be free. But part of the membership scheme, you'll have all those perks there. Again, there's going to be a free Q&A live session with me and maybe my brother every Thursday. You also get early footage of early releases. And of course, you'll get the discount as well as all the bloopers and the behind the scene footage right here on this lovely channel, which is called Canon 4 TV. So we would love you to be part of the membership scheme. Please, the video is up and running now, and it's free to all the subscribers, all the viewers that's ever viewed Canon 4 TV. So for myself, Alex, and of course for my brother and Monty and everyone from Canon 4 TV, welcome, please, to the membership scheme on Canon 4 TV. Membership scheme right there. So don't ask me no more questions about how can I become a member. It's right there. Okay, and all of the details you can see on the ticker tape that tells you as well. You can also make a quick donation as little as £1, €1, £1, $1 by the super chat button, which is like a $sign, where actually is a $sign next to where you chat. Pow! Just press it there, and yeah, sorry, it's kind of distracted there. Or you can also use the link to our PayPal account, which is also in the description box there, to make a super quick and small donation to support your friendly local podcaster right here on Canon 4 TV. Let's go back into the live chat just for the last time. Oh, I can't believe it's almost an hour. It's gone so quick, man. Wow. Raz says, just supposing we get Basuma, Grealish, Hakimi, they still have to establish themselves in what could be the current crop of Arsenal players whose mentality has been weak. See? Only, well, two of which are proven in the Premier League, and Hakimi. We've seen what's happened with Pepe. Nico Pepe is still finding his feet. Yeah, at £72 million. A 19-year-old centre back from Blackburn called Bellis is decent as well. Andy says Grealish 80 million, Basuma 30. Without Hakimi, but they are worth. They're worth. I'm going to say seriously, with 3 players mentioned above, we could do some bits. Why do we keep saying there's no money? What money are they planning to invest then? We need spine. Midfielders run through us like, well, Gogo. Remember the blueprint for Arsenal. Stan Kroenke's blueprint doesn't want to invest. It doesn't want to invest any money into Arsenal, the entity, the company, the business, the assets. We have to use the assets. Sell the assets, reinvest the funds we raise from the sales of the players. Self-sustaining. It's not about him investing any money. He has said that since all this furor and this foolishness about the European Super League to try and distract us. I'm not falling for it. He's not about to invest any money into Arsenal, but it's supposed to be a self-sustaining model. Yeah, we sell the football boots, the dirty underwears, and sell that to buy the players there. That's what's supposed to happen there. Investments, you're right, we do need a spine. We have to build on the spine that we have currently at Arsenal. But it's not going to happen. We're looking forever across Premier League for the best, shiniest thing. Oh, that's the shiniest thing. Let's buy that. Comes over here. It's not shiny. It's just a piece of dirt. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. We aren't even there. No, we're not there. Not there. No. 158 million for 3 players, and he wants. Sorry, Andy, man. I know it's your opinion. If we do our business quick, we could raise some good money from players' sales too. We should be done with a Go. I think you told how many players you say? 6 players you think Arsenal should sell in the summer transfer window? I think you said 6 players. We need physicality back in this team. Forget the big transfer names that we keep hearing. We can't play Wenger ball, 100 passes anymore. 1-0 to the Arsenal is good enough. You know, Alistair, I'll give you the live comment, the best comment in the live chat of the morning. Look, Alistair has said it right there. We need physicality. We need players who are going to go in tough and strong. Yeah, let's show some grit. Stop going for the big transfer names that have failed us season after season after season. We can't play Wenger ball. 1-0 to the Arsenal is enough. A win is a win. Yeah, I'd rather us, win, play horrible football, than playing pretty football and we lose. 1-0 to the Arsenal is good enough. How do I join? FC Stevie, again, if you look where it says subscribe, where you press the subscribe button, there should be the word join. You just press the join button and then you see two options. The bronze cannon level, which is not the bronze, bronze cannon, which is like £1.99. The next level is silver cannon. So two options there, but you should be able to see the join button, which should be above or below the word or the button where you press join. Kroenke spends more money for NFL than Arsenal, but for his NFL and all those projects, not self-sustaining. He's happy to use our money. We put it all in, and he takes it all out, doesn't he? Yeah. But Arsenal in itself is supposed to be a self-sustaining model. Doesn't work for us. Doesn't work. We don't have to buy players this summer. Messi, Aguero, on tracks are all available for free. That's a good one, Patrick. That's a good one. I like that one, man. Oops, did I miss something? Sorry. Walid says Arsenal. We be like live in God. We trust. We master support. They support. It's good or bad. One yes. I understand what you mean. We've got to support Arsenal through the good times and the bad times. That's all we got. That's all we got. Arsenal, not so much the players. I will think about it. Oh, it's okay. It's cool. It's okay. Sanjay again. Oh, two live shows back to back. Good to see you back, my friend. I hope you're well. Yesterday was the promotion of the new jersey based on a 31 winning team. While I have some reservations about the design, who is going to buy it? Let me see if I can bring it back up again. I think I might have. I was really annoyed at seeing this. See if I can bring it up again. There it is. Yeah. Nothing like the shade of yellow that they wore. Nothing like it at all. It's like a watered down. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the state of that. Look at the state of that. And unfortunately, Ralph, people are still going to go out and buy it. You pays your money, you takes your pick. You can't say at the end of the day, oh, but I want Kroenke out. I want him out. But yet you're feeding into the monster. You're buying merchandise. You're keeping quiet. You start at home. You're renewing your season ticket. You're turning up, but you're not protesting. You can't complain. What we have is what we deserve. We deserve this. We deserve this. Look at it. Look at the state of it. I'm sorry. Nah. Oops. Arsenal is a dead club. I think realistically is an Arsenal fan. He is an Arsenal fan. He is. Has shown it when he said that Emirates is his favourite stadium, protecting all, but etc. And we can't buy him. Yeah, can't afford him. Can't afford him. What do you think of the new kits? Can't stand it. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy any more merchandise. Sorry. Draxler. Just what we need, Ralph. Another. I'm not buying it. Yeah, neither am I. But there's going to be people who's going to fall for it. People are going to fall for it. I was thinking about it, but I'm not going to buy it. Kroenke out. Not that good quality on shirts for next season. People are going to buy it, Andy. People are still going to buy it. The new kit yellow is so faint, looks white. I don't know. People are still going to buy it. It does. Last few months I have been inactive because I was tired after coming back from work. Okay, cool. Yeah, listen. One of our contributors, DWT, sent me a lovely photo of himself and his daughter. She's just graduated. I'm thinking, yeah, DWTT, wonderful. there are a lot more important things in life than Arsenal, than football. Health, family, and work. All those things are more important than Arsenal. But yeah, DWTT, I'm sure, because like I said, you're away, you're disconnected from Arsenal. Wonderful stuff, man. I like it, but Kroenke out. Kroenke out. I believe I've come to an end on this one. I have come to an end on this one, people. The numbers were really, really good. Again, if it was an audience of one, I'd be happy with that. But it was an audience of just below 30 at any one time. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. And AFC Stevie, if you'd want to send me a list of the players that you'd like me to feature and talk about, then by all means I will do a research. I'll give you a quick mention. It'll be all pre-recorded stuff. It won't be. I won't be talking about it live. My brother says that the players are promoting it on social media, but where are the fans who are protesting over the last few weeks? Cronky out. T-shirt could be an idea. There you go. I hope to be back later on this evening, giving you some more live news. I might not be back. I'm probably going to enjoy another afternoon evening with my lovely wife and sit back and watch the documentary 89 again. Yeah, just trying to remember how things used to be. Yeah, yeah. In regards to this person there. See ya. Adios. What do you mean? Send the email again? Okay, I'll show you the email again. Here it is. Send me an email. ArsenalRepublic1 at gmail.com. Send me an email with a list of players that you'd like me to feature. I'll do pre-recorded profiles on those players. And we'll give you a mention as well towards the end of the pre-recorded video. ArsenalRepublic1 at gmail.com. So I'm done and dusted. Thank you for joining me. I might be back later on this evening to give you some more live news, or I might not be back. If I'm not back, I know you won't miss me, but you'll be sure I'll be back on Sunday morning. Yeah, yeah. I can feel like the end of the season's coming to an end. The end of the season is coming closer, closer, closer. All right, guys. If you've been wondering who or what you've been listening to, you've been listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans. Oh.